Barista Pro, right, to make a latte, right, and I've designed the version 2 of the dosing funnel, so I would like to share with everyone. The new dosing funnel looks like this, right. It's the same thing. There's a 3-fin design. The 2 of the fins is to actually support the portafilter, and the 1 of the fin is actually to activate the grinder, the brewing grinder, right. And how is this different from the previous design? Is the previous design uses the lock-in system, right? The lock is actually from external, right? And the design works okay because I've actually strengthened the lock mechanism outside to be thicker so that it's not so easily broken. But I believe over time, if you keep using it to lock into your portafilter, it may break, right? So I'm not too sure. Okay, so now with the improved design, you can see that the locking mechanism is now inside, and you don't really have the weak point anymore, right? And I'm going to show you there's actually a dual function for this dosing funnel, right? So I'm going to show you just in a moment, right? So as usual, this is my usual routine, right? I will lock up the portafilter, right? Hold the manual button until the manual comes out, release it, and run for about 10 seconds to properly warm up the machine. Right, at the same time, as the machine is warm up, I can warm up my cups, my portafilter, right, as well, right? And this is my new coffee bar setup, right? For most of you that follow my video, you know that I've recently purchased a quick mill Rubino, which is a E61 heat exchanger machine, right? In the very near future, I'll be doing a video comparing the Breville Barista Pro and of course the quick mill Rubino, right? Rubino basically is a heat exchanger E61 group machine. So let's try to pull a shot. Right, today the beans we're going to use is of course our Cafe Metal Aroma, right? It's the maximum class of our beans, right? This is actually our best seller. Okay, let's measure out 18 grams of beans. Our dose about 18.5. That's actually my preferred dosage. Grind size currently is at 3, right? The inner burst I think is still at default 6. So let's try to warm up this one. Okay, so basically the new portafilter works the same way as the old one, right? It's very easy and locked. Same thing, you can place it nicely, right, inside the holder, and the same thing, you can actually activate it quite easily. Right, so now you can see all the beans are routed inside. Right, I like to use the fluffinator that I've designed, right, basically it just fluff up the coffee ground inside. Right, temp as usual, and distribute and temp, right? And I forgot that there's actually a second function to this dosing funnel, right? So basically, right, let me bring you closer to see. Right, as you can see that this thing is designed with 2 fin lock-in and 1 fin that is exposed. Right, so basically what happened is, right, you can actually use this as a tamping station. Right, you can actually put your portafilter on it and then you can temp. Right, so this is actually the dual function, right, of the newly designed dosing funnel, right? Okay, let's try to pull the shot. Right, I'll be holding on to the manual PreInfusion button. Right, so let me bring you closer to take a look. So I'll hold for about 8 seconds and then I'll release. This is to custom set the PreInfusion to be about 8 seconds. And now you can see the crema. Okay, the coffee runs a bit too fast, so I'll be doing a second shot. Okay, but for now, I think for latte, this will work. Right, obviously I can dial in the shots to be better, to decrease the grind size. But because I'm making a latte, so the shots don't really matter that much. So you can see on the Barista Pro, the steam one actually get ready in about 2 to 3 seconds. So it is actually a pretty fast machine, right? Even though my heat exchanger can do steam and boil at the same time, but the Barista Pro is pretty close, right? You can heat up really quite fast. The only thing is that the steam power on the Barista Pro is slightly weaker, right? So we'll see later on in the comparison between the two. So now let me froth some milk. Right, wipe down, and then put as usual, standard procedure. Right, okay, so now let's try to do the milk is a bit too thick, but never mind, let's try. Right, so enjoy, and if you like my channel, please do consider subscribe and like and share my video, and don't forget to ring the bell for my future video release. Right, I hope that you're gonna have a great day. Right, and I'll see you soon.